Welcome to another episode of Awful Good.
Me, mo. Hello there. When we last left off, the party had continued infiltrating the Red Brand Hideout. They dealt with traps, Martin made a lucky jump, and Beck and Jawl decided to scout ahead. After discovering a room full of sleeping Red Brands, Beck and Jawl decided to attempt a sneak attack. Spoiler alert, it went badly. Despite Beck becoming unconscious, Unrei was able to save the day and help subdue the rest of the ruffians. This event left the rest of the party displeased with the actions of the two. Unfortunately, majority of the conversation following has been lost to time due to a pixie curse on the scribe charged with documenting our stories. We had some audio issues. Uneasy about their circumstances, Unrei questioned the party's ability to work as a team and expressed that perhaps the party's time could be better spent gathering resources to find their missing employer.
Next step is to form a plan, and I'm going back to town to do exactly that.
How are you going to get out of here alive?
The same way I came in. The path is clear. We've cleared it.
Well, by everything that Ted told us about the Goblin Fortress, we don't have enough of us.
Yes, well, I suppose then we'll just need to collect more.
But who? Who are you going to bring with you?
Everyone in town, except for the mayor, is sympathetic to our cause. I'm sure that we can find people willing to participate in the task of recovering Gundren Rockseeker.
Joel
You seem dubious.
Joel comments, "You can do whatever you want. I want to explore more. Who knows what's around here? But if you feel better going back to town, then by all means, go back to town."
Jawl, we need to stay focused here. I'm not even sure why I'm saying that to you. Beck, do you agree with me? At least you would see reason in this situation.
I do. You're absolutely right. However, now that we have found that these people are torturing and capturing people, do you not feel any sort of duty to make sure that everything else is clear, that these people are freed?
So you're playing the morality card on me now, huh?
I think we both agreed that slavers and traffickers are at least due for justice.
Yes, that's true, but I need to keep my promises. I owe my services to Gundren Rockseeker, and before I'm distracted by... And no, I don't consider the lives of innocent people a distraction. But Rockseeker too is innocent, and I need to do something about that. I'll be back. We'll be back. But for now, we need to... I sigh.
We really could use your help. Here, freeing people.
I could...
I admit that I will admit right now that I made a mistake, but there's just people that need our help.
Beck, I walk over to him. I'm sorry, but I need to fulfill my obligations, and my first obligation is the one that I've promised to complete. Once I've done what I need to do, I'm sure you can find me in town. I wouldn't say it's been a pleasure working with you, but it's been good. And I'm not just saying that. I'm sure that if our paths cross again, it will be good again. But, there's no sense in drawing this out. Goodbye, all of you. I hope this goes well for you.
Well,
Hey, wait for me.
Well, wait, don't, Martin. Can't. Oh God.
Do you start leaving? Do you go through the secret door, or do you go another way?
Yeah, I'm going back to the entrance, past the Nothic's pit, through the passage that Carp showed us.
Martin.
I know, but how are you getting back to the entrance? Are you going back the way that you came through, or are you guys checking out the secret door?
I am not checking out this secret door. I'm going back through the known path.
Okay. So.
Wait, did Martin say he is staying? Or
No, he's also going with Runway.
okay.
Jill says, "See you later."
Wait, Martin. Could you at least tell the Nothic that we're your friends so that maybe he doesn't eat us when we try and leave?
Okay.
Thanks for the sweater.
Anytime.
Martin and Runway make their way back. They pass the pit. They pass the crypt room and see the door to where they rescued the family. You pass the armory, you pass the supply room, and you go back into the crevasse. The Nothic goes, "Already leaving?"
Only some of us. We are still some of us here. We are all friends. And they will still be your friends, even though we are leaving.
Fair enough, you have kept me well fed.
We are awesome.
Sure.
Please take care of them, I say. Insofar as it's in your power, ensure that they leave alive.
I assure you I will not eat them. Unless they die, then I might.
One week can our next friend feel less like in your mind like that. It'll be good.
You know I can hear you, right?
Runway!
Yes.
Martin and Runway, you make your ways out. Do you guys grab anything as far as any of the supplies and whatnot that are laying about?
Just all of them. Just every slot. As much as you can carry.
Okay. You guys make your way out and you leave the hideout. So now we have Jal, Beck, and Laura. You and Luna, the wolf. You guys, there was a secret door that Martin had discovered that you guys had not gone through.
Secret door.
You hear Luna starts to kind of whine a little bit, not in like an alarming way, just like something's up, and she kind of like scratches at the door a little bit.
All right, Beck, you want to check this out? Should we go in?
I believe that we should keep pressing on. These people have to be brought to justice.
Jal goes, "Well, I'm the sneaky one if you want me to try to sneak through that."
Get your sneak on, Joel.
Sneakily.
And now because I have to control an actual character sheet, now I have to find all your guys' stuff. I can't find it.
What are you looking for?
There we go. Found it. Stealth. And Jaw rolled a 15 for stealth. And he presses ahead through the door. And I think this is his. And he calls back and he goes, "Hey guys!
Yeah?
Yeah?
Joke's on you and Ray and Martin. They didn't have to take the long way.
Oh man. What do you mean?
It just leads back to the crevasse thing. It's safe. You guys are good. I'm out here.
All right, let's.
Does he see Urunwei and Martin leaving?
He catches just the glimpse of their
Just the end of the
cloaks.
montage.
Oh, thank goodness. That could have been awkward.
Well,
All right. Let's continue on then.
Luna starts sniffing around a bit more, and she starts crossing over to the bridge. She kind of dashes ahead of you.
Where are you going, girl?
Do you guys follow Luna?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Do you guys have control? Okay.
I have control over mine, but not Jaw, so just leave
No,
him
I
back
thought
there.
I moved Jaw, or did I move?
Oh, here you go.
No, okay. You should be able to control yours. There we go. She, okay, let's
Did Timmy fall down the well?
see. No, just kidding. I'm just gonna roll a stealth check that way. Okay. She, does not ping. I don't know why that happened. And she flattened. Cool. Boom. Okay, cool.
You have too much control.
Ah! I'm drunk with power. She continues further down the hall, but then like she kind of goes, ooh, like lets out a noise, and then like realizes a little too late that she probably shouldn't have said anything, and she just kind of sits down for a moment, a little shamed that she wasn't sneakier. She looks back like,
Okay, so I approach Luna and I kneel down to her and I'm like, "What's going on, girl?" And I kind of like pet her head.
she sniffs ahead and kind of like puts her head ahead, and you can kind of start to hear a few muffled noises. Do you guys want to? Why don't you guys all roll stealth right now?
Stealth.
It's down at the bottom.
I roll a 20.
Nice. Was that a natural 20 or?
Yes.
No, it's just a normal 20.
I rolled
Oh.
a natural 20.
And Jal rolled a 19 plus his, or 15 plus his modifier for a 20.
Oh, I see.
So you guys are all sneaky. Cool. So, do you guys proceed down the hallway? I should probably show that to you guys. You can see down this stairwell, and you can see that there's a door to the left.
Okay, so I put my hand on my staff and like slowly, sneakily, stealthily, with Luna go down the hall.
Okay. Luna falls down, and she kind of like, she's sniffing more, and she kind of, you know, she's directed at that door. Did anyone else follow?
Yeah.
Jal followed. You guys start hearing more noises. Oh, yeah, right hook. Oh, hit him. Yeah, show that scum what it's worth. And you hear like some boom, boom, and it sounds like there's like fighting, but it doesn't. You're not hearing any metal or anything like that. You're just hearing some raucous brawling. It sounds like.
All right, let's.
Does anyone want to peek in or?
Sure.
Hey, Beck, why don't you peek in?
Okay.
Okay.
Peek in.
So you creak the door just a little bit, and you see in this room what appears to be two bugbears and a human. The human does not look like the other mercenaries that you've seen. His clothing is shaggy, he's well built, but something seems a little off here. and there's a bugbear that has his back to the door, so he hasn't seen you yet. And there's another bugbear, and him and the human are fighting, but like more in like a brawl type situation. And the bugbears are hurling insults at the human and calling him scum and lowlife and all these things, and like, oh, that's what they paid for you? Ha, we got you.
All right. What do you think we should do, Beck?
Are you guys roll stealth checks again?
I relay that information.
Oh, sure.
Roll stealth checks again.
Okay.
I rolled a total of 19.
I rolled a total of 16.
Okay. And Troll rolled a 10, but thankfully he's the furthest out. They haven't noticed you guys yet.
I don't know. What do you? My last idea landed me unconscious. So what do you think, Laura? It seems like he might need our help.
Yeah, it definitely seems like they're like ganging up on this human. Oh,
sorry.
Go ahead.
Curtis, make a perception check.
13. Oh, Curtis.
You don't notice anything. You're doing your thing.
You're also muted.
Muted.
Okay, so
there we go. 5.
Curtis
Hi,
rolled a
guys.
5. Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Beck, what if I shoot the one closest to us with my bow and arrow that I
You guys
just
whispering
got?
this whole time?
Oh, yes. Hey, Beck.
Yeah.
Okay, so I picked up this crossbow.
Okay.
Why don't I just stick it in this little crack of the door we've got open, and I can take out the one that's close to us?
That sounds great. Can I get out my bow and arrow and shoot at the other one?
Good idea. I'll crouch down here on the floor. I'll crouch.
I want you guys to roll initiative, but you guys get a surprise round.
I rolled a 6.
I rolled a 10 total.
Curtis, you can roll 1 too.
Okay, I got a 21.
Hello.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I think I'm just gonna start rolling. Dice for this, 'cause it goes faster. Okay. Oh, I gotta roll a 1 for Jal. Jal is okay with your guys' plan. As long as he doesn't die. Sorry for the delay. Okay. Oh, cool. I didn't really, put their names down well. Awesome. Sorry for the delay, guys. Okay. Laura and Beck, you guys get first attack. And then we'll go to the top of the round.
Okay.
There's just only enough room. So you guys have enough time to bust open that door, and then we'll start the top of the round.
Okay. So, is it me first?
Who
Who goes first?
Laura's technically in position first.
Yeah, so I have my crossbow out, and I take aim at the bugbear that is closest.
Okay.
and I shoot him at 7.
7 was the roll.
Yes.
You come in, you bust in, you go to shoot, and unfortunately it goes wide and it splinters across the wall. Beck, you're up next.
All right.
Surprise!
Seeing Laura miss, I go for the same guy just in case.
Okay.
I rolled a 14 total.
Okay. Unfortunately, that just misses again. Also,
Put that junk away.
Curtis, you've been dealing with these stupid bugbears who kind of cornered you and decided for kicks and giggles they were gonna, have you brawl against one of them. And you're in the middle of this brawl when all of a sudden these strangers come in and shoot at what appears to be the bugbears, and they don't have any of the markings of the Red Brands. What do you do?
I look over.
Do I technically still have my red cape on, though?
Oh, crap.
Yeah, we do have the capes on.
So never mind. They've got red capes, but for some reason they're shooting at the bugbears. And you know that things have not been, the best contention-wise between the human Red Brands and the bugbear Red Brands. What do you do?
I glance over, raise an eyebrow quickly, and turn my attention back to the bugbear. What's the distance between me and him like?
You guys are within less than 5 feet of each other.
Okay. I'll throw a snap kick at his rib cage.
Okay.
What is the and I want to do this legit. What's the damage for a brawling strike? Is it 1d4 plus strength? Or is it 1d3?
Do d4.
Huh?
D4.
It's how much?
Do the 1d4.
D4. Okay. Cool. Roll to hit.
D4
and I got a
strength.
17.
D4 plus what?
Strength, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. You hit.
Okay. Let's crush some ribs. 6 damage.
Awesome.
Nice.
You go and you give him a good, he's distracted enough from looking up that you just get a good shot in the ribs. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is the guy that you guys were shooting at. He's gonna take, which I'm assuming you guys were shooting at the guys closest to you, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. What is going on? Yep. Having some. Oh, because I don't have the right thing on. Okay, so he's gonna look around, and okay, I guess I forgot to ask you guys. Are you, Laura and Beck, are you guys kind of next to each other, or Laura, did you duck behind?
I think we're next to each other.
Okay. Just want to know what your guys' positioning is.
Yep.
Okay, so he's gonna take an attack. He's gonna take his Morning Star and wipe it at you, Beck. He rolls a 13. Does that hit?
It does not.
He goes to hit you and slams it into the door, and it kind of a little stuck, and he gets it loose. Ugh! Who interrupts our fun?
We're here for the human.
Beck, you're up.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to. Can I get out my maul quickly? I think I have a quick draw or whatever.
Yeah, you're fine.
Something like that. All right. I'm going to go ahead and swing it at the guy who just tried to hit me. For a 16.
That hits.
Yay. I got a 9 total.
Nice.
Kabam!
So you go and you get him right in the shoulder, and he's like, "Ugh, so annoying."
Really getting tired of these bugbears.
Beck, do you move into the room at all?
Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
great if I can.
Oh,
Is he
is it
going to
not
get an
working?
opportunity, though?
No. I just figured you moved closer to him. When you went in for the attack. You're fine. You're not
Okay.
gonna get.
Okay,
So.
sure.
Okay. Next up is Laura.
Okay, so I move a little bit more into the room, and I want to do my thorn whip.
Okay.
Cool.
At the guy who's closest to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, no, I wanted, because Beck is kind of dealing with him, I want to do my thorn whip at the guy fighting Curtis.
Okay.
So, yes. You create a long, okay, sorry, I'm like double checking that I'm reading it right.
It's all good.
So I make a melee spell attack against the target.
Mm-hmm.
That is information. How do I actually do it?
Oh,
Sorry,
shoot,
I
we
clicked
forgot
the
to
wrong.
change hers.
That's okay. I can change this in just 1 second. Okay, that was Thorn Whip, correct?
Yes.
Output, attack. Okay, try that now, though I don't know if it's set up correctly.
Okie dokie. Yes. No? Yes?
Nope.
Nope.
Are you getting a number?
Nope.
Um,
Should I just roll a
okay,
d6?
so yeah, roll a d20 and add 5.
Okay. Go back to bio.
There's the dice on the side where the little icons are on the map.
Oh. Sorry, I'm doing it on one screen. I had the other thing too high.
No, it's okay.
Alright. D20, you said?
Yep, and then add 5. So 21.
21.
That hits. So now you need to roll damage, which it's now I gotta find the damage.
Says 1d6 piercing damage.
Oh yeah, there we go. So roll a d6.
4.
Nice. So do 4 damage, and then also creatures pull a creature. Are you gonna pull them closer to you?
Yeah, so what I want is like I thorn whip him, so like this thorn comes out and like wraps around his body, and I just like pull on the thorn, like dragging him across the ground closer to me.
Okay, so he moves in a little closer. Curtis, while he's being dragged, you actually get an opportunity attack.
Okay. Let's see. I'll plant the foot I just kicked with and throw a spin kick with the other one.
Okay.
I rolled a 1, getting a total of 7.
Sadly, you go into, and you thought you had this, lined up right, but just like, she was just pulling him a little too fast, and you trip, and you fortunately catch yourself before falling, but you just completely messed that up. Okay, next up is the bugbear that you guys have thorn whipped.
No, it's the other one. The one that's closest to me.
No, the one that's closest to you did the Morningstar attack against the door.
Oh, okay.
Near to you.
Oh, I gotcha. Sorry, that way we're back at the top.
No, it's okay. So he is gonna make. Forget, is he restrained? Covers the thorns. Takes. Okay, I don't think he's restrained right now.
Okay.
So he's going to try to take a swing. How close did you pull him next to you?
Like at my feet, almost.
Okay, because he's not prone. He's standing up. So we'll have it that he's within. He's going to make an attack against you.
Bring it.
He's going to use his Morningstar.
Ouch.
That's not a natural 20, so it's not critical, but I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take 9 piercing damage. Are you down, or?
That's against my hit points, right? Or my armor class?
Your hit points.
Yeah. That brings me to 11.
Oh, okay, you're good though. You're not like dead.
No, I'm not dead.
So next up is y'all. Who sees these? He's gonna go for the one that is closest to Beck. He's gonna do bow attack. When I can find it. Okay, so he's gonna do longbow. And I don't know if we even fixed. Oh yeah, that hits. And it does 6 piercing damage against. He gets the same shoulder that Beck you kind of hit into. Jaw comes in, peeks in, and goes, "What's up?" That's loose an arrow, and it sticks into the shoulder and cries out again. So we're back to the top of the order. Curtis, you're up.
Okay. First of all, this is a strange question to ask in the heat of battle.
It's okay.
But what? Let's see. I guess. Do the Red Brands tend to recruit from the town and its surroundings, or do they have a broader recruitment pool than that? Is that something I know?
You wouldn't know too many because you've kind of seen people in and out, and you know that there's goblins involved and bugbears and stuff, but you've kind of, I mean, they all seem gruff guys, so
Okay.
you wouldn't know. I mean, you guys, talking is a free action, so you guys can talk to each other.
Okay, and the let's see, the half elf and the half orc and the entirely tiefling. Would I recognize their style of clothes as not local?
Well, you know that you haven't seen a tiefling before in this area, so that's definitely new. And then you notice a wolf, and none of the Red Brands have had, animals, and you can kind of see, make a perception check.
Okay. Let's see that perception. Got a total of 3.
That's pretty much it. Like,
My attention is elsewhere.
Yeah.
Namely this
Not dying.
this bugbear that's got his back to me to attack the half elf. And I'm gonna try to capitalize with that the kidney punch.
Okay.
Got a total of 25.
Oh, jeez.
You hit that dude.
5 damage.
Good
Nice.
grief, what's your strength rating?
Big.
You hit him and he cries out in pain and like his arm kind of drops down. He doesn't drop his weapon, but that hurt.
Does he say that out loud?
Yeah.
Where that came from.
The guy that has been hit with the Morning Star by Beck and the arrow from Jal, he's Beck. Unfortunately, you're still just the closest. Like, you're in with him, so he's gonna make an attack on you.
Ooh, that hits. But what was it? I don't know. I don't know yet.
He did a 20. Most of the time, DMs do not, announce their rolls. So that's a 21 against your AC.
Well, you'd have to let me know what it was against my AC, right?
I do whatever I want. I'm the DM.
I have a 14, so that definitely hits.
Yup.
It hurts me. It hurts.
You take 9 piercing damage.
All right.
Now, if for some reason we see that roll happen again, then we're going to have to check those rolls.
Okay.
That was the exact same thing.
Okay.
So you take 9 piercing damage.
Yeah, like damage and everything.
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
Actually,
I'm bloodied.
ignore this one. I'm curious. Ignore this roll.
Okay, it's different.
Okay, cool. Just
What
wanted
about
to make
damage? Just out of curiosity. Oh god.
Woo! Yeah, so you've been lucky apparently. Okay, so Beck, you're up
Sorry,
next.
for the people that can't see that, the second roll was a 22 and had 16 piercing damage. and would have killed me.
That was just testing. He's looking really rough, Beck.
Well, that's good. I am. Is there a way to move around him that does not provoke an opportunity attack?
It depends. If you want to disengage with him, that's your whole action. You can't do anything else. Like, you can disengage and move, or you can attack him.
Okay, I'll just attack. I mean, what am I gonna do, right? I mean, oh boy, an 18 total.
That hits.
Yay!
Roll damage.
I'm very hurt and I'm upset about it, and I roll a 10 damage.
Go and do you have a way you want to do this?
Oh, I kind of want to just hit him so that he flies over to the side and smashes into the wall.
Okay.
Because I want him out of my way.
You do that. He flies onto you hit him hard enough that he hits onto the bed and slumps down, and he is not moving.
Excellent.
Okay. Next up is Laura.
All right, so I take out my. Is he on the floor that he just got kidney punched?
No, he's still standing, but he's like he was in an aggressive stance and is now back to because he got hit enough.
All right, so I take out my dagger and I go right for the gut.
Okay. Roll that.
If you don't make the sound effect, it doesn't happen. I roll a 12.
Unfortunately, you miss. Like, you try to go, and he just is able to move just enough.
Dang it!
Next up is a bugbear, who is going to attack Curtis.
Yeah, I beckon to him.
Because he's pissed at you.
What sort of attack?
He's gonna do a Morningstar weapon attack.
Okay, I'm gonna try to duck it.
Okay. Do you have dodge?
No, I'm just saying I'm trying to duck it.
Okay. What's your AC?
AC is 20.
AC is 20?
Well, when I'm... yeah, we do want to do this legit. So when I'm not wearing my armor, it's 12.
Okay, he hits.
So that'll hit.
Sorry.
That's all right.
He does 11 piercing damage.
Okay.
I told you to stay down, slime.
Okay.
Next up is Joel. He's gonna take aim. And he's gonna go, "Hey, ugly!" and shoot a longbow, shoot an arrow at the bugbear. He hits. And does 10 piercing damage, and you, Curtis, you see all of a sudden this arrow like come through the chest, and he's like, "Ah!" And he's like, "Stupid human!" Even though he, whatever, you guys are all different races, he's just like stupid, and he breaks off, he snaps off the part that's thing. He's looking rough, but he's still standing.
Okay.
That brings us back to the top of the order, which is Curtis. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. As I'm staggering back from the Morningstar hit, I'm just gonna roll with it. Flop into a crab walk position, and throw a I'll treat this as one attack because of the mechanics. But I'm gonna throw a pair of kicks at his kneecap.
Okay.
So, got a 20.
It's not a natural 20, just...
And, yep, a synthetic 20. Oh, we got it. Yeah, there we go. 5 damage.
You hit his kneecap and you hear a sickening crunch. And he goes down on one knee. He's still holding out, and he cries out, "Rah!"
Call me stupid, huh?
Next up is Beck.
Kind of have this weird feeling of like letting him finish him off. So I'm gonna move in. Did the guy fall? Did you just say he fell?
He's down on like one knee's down, the other, so he's not like quite prone.
Mm-hmm.
But his knee just got kicked. I mean, remember what you've learned from Runway. You can always drop someone unconscious, but not kill them.
That's true. Yeah, I'd actually like to just knock him unconscious. Just like I want to kick him so hard. No. I want to hit him with my maul because if I kick him, I don't know how to roll that. So
that's fine.
Oh, but I'm not going to do anything to him because I rolled an 11.
You go to swing at him, and he's like, because of the going down, you just miss him, just barely. Laura, you're up next.
Do we want to kill him or do we want to keep him unconscious?
You can kill him with being unconscious. It's completely up to you guys. And remember, speaking is a free action.
We don't know what's in the rest of this hideout. The sooner we can find out more about this, and I think we should retcon it that Urenwei and Martin took the other prisoner with them because we just left him in the other room. So I'm gonna let's just retcon
you guys
that.
left
Happens.
him there. He's there. He left there.
But we don't know what's in the rest of this fortress, or hideout, or how big it is. He could be, especially since he's a bugbear, we could get some information about the goblin castle.
You guys are still, you guys are still in a battle, so you can't have too much more conversation. Real quick, I will let you guys possibly retcon this. Martin and Unrei, would you have taken off with the prisoner? It's okay if you guys don't. Like, if you don't,
it wouldn't have occurred to me, but if someone suggested it and it sounded sensible to me, I would possibly have gone with it, depending how compelling an argument they made and my own thoughts on the matter. So the question is, did anyone suggest it?
Well, if there was a friend to be made.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Okay, so you guys
sold
off with that guy. I'll allow the retconning. Okay,
I'll allow it.
So,
all right, so I take my quarterstaff out and I'm just gonna bludgeon him in the head to hopefully knock him out.
Okay.
Kapow!
Oh, God.
21!
Oh, you killed him.
Well, it depends on the damage, because I do have rules that I'm doing for you guys that I came up with Unrei.
Okay, so...
Roll damage, and we'll see.
My bad!
Oh.
Oh. Well, there you go.
Was that it?
How'd you roll a 0?
I don't know.
Because -1 strength.
Oh, yeah, so you rolled 1 and then -1 plus 1 for the thing. So your thing does work because we just tested that. So you do 1 damage and then you just knock him in the head. It essentially just add insult to injury, but he's still up. And it's his turn.
Oh wait, doesn't the damage get doubled? So wouldn't that be 2
Oh, yeah,
damage?
2.
Yeah.
Yay! 2!
So you still like knock him in the head though. It's not like hard enough, and he's just like, ugh. And so like he tries to get up, and he's wobbling and whatnot. And Curtis, you have an opportunity here.
Okay. From my crouching position, I will launch upward into an uppercut.
Okay.
Got a 19.
You hit. I'm gonna have to check
Dealt
these
5 damage.
things. You bust his jaw right into his skull.
Rising Dungeon and Dragon Punch.
And he falls backwards, seemingly dead.
Okay.
Well, it was a thought that counts.
Is he the last of them?
Yeah, you guys have taken care of this room. You guys are out of combat.
I walk over to him and start stomping on his face.
Wait! We want to find out what he knows!
Well, still a bad guy.
I continue stomping on his face until it's no longer recognizable as a face. Then I turn to Laura and I say, he was dead as soon as my fist hit his jaw. There was nothing to find out.
Fair.
Look, on a more positive note, thank you. I owe you one.
Yeah. Hi. We are. Well, frankly, we're in here clearing out the red brands.
Great.
What's your name? How did you get
Curtis.
in here?
The red brands, I look at the bugbears on the floor, were my owners, but I'd say they're not anymore.
Oh.
What's your name?
I am Beck Skullcrush. And this is
Beck Skullcrush.
Laura and Jal.
Jal had an arrow trained for a little bit of this, and he's like, "What's up?"
Hey. I hold out a hand to Jal. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Right back at you.
Does he drop the bow?
Yeah. He's like, because he's very protective of his arrows, and he's been going around as you guys were talking, picking up his arrows, and putting them in his. And he's like, "Hi."
How did you
I
get
offer
in here?
handshakes to the other two. Same way that anyone that the Red Brands owns gets in here. I was, used to be a gladiator. I hope it shows. I grin.
It does.
Do you want to describe what you look like?
Yeah, I am, let's see, I am a little bit on the tall side, lean and muscular, with short brown hair, and at present I am shirtless, showing off my amazing pecs, and wearing a dirty pair of pants, and I am barefoot. So all this kicking, including the face stomp, I've been doing that with nothing between me and yeah.
And you notice that his knuckles are a little bit bloody from this whole fight, and he's got some hits on him too, because he was unfortunately brawling these stupid bugbears.
Mm-hmm.
So Laura internally fans herself. Is that a thing? Oh.
Soul fanning.
Jal does the same thing. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I licked some blood off my knuckles. So
I'm sorry. Did you say? Excuse me. I'm sorry. Did you say lick?
Yeah,
Or
I licked my
flick?
knuckles.
Okay.
Licked my knuckles. And I say, so are you folks just a couple of good Samaritans sweeping through, clearing out the bandits?
Well, actually, we're partially on a job. We were sent here by an employer, and he was captured by goblins, and that led us to here. We thought there was a way through to the goblin fortress. Frankly, we just some of our compatriots just left. We could really use someone with your talents, frankly. And it kind of looks like you might have a little bit of a grudge to get off your shoulder. If you wouldn't mind beating the crap out of some more Red Brands, you're more than welcome to join us.
Hey, an enemy of the Red Brands? Friend of mine. Consider me on board. I get a cut of the loot, right?
Of course, sure. In fact,
You're my kind of man.
we stored some swords and armor. Is there armor? Leather armor?
We'll say that there's exactly one set of leather armor for
Sounds good.
Curtis to have.
We
I
stored
bought
some
chainmail with my starting.
Okay, whatever
starting cash.
the armor is that your character's supposed to have, you guys find.
Wow, we totally
I
didn't
have
notice
what
this.
I have now.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
I
you
mean,
guys,
that's if you want to put on a shirt. Whatever you want to do is fine with us. However you are most comfortable and want to join us on this journey, you do you, Curtis. You do
Yeah.
you.
Well, as much as I'd like to, I look down at myself, continue waltzing around like this, sometimes we have to sacrifice comfort and convenience for practicality. You know how it goes.
Sure.
So you guys, get all settled. You guys get Curtis all set up.
Yep.
You guys meet back into the bugbear room. I'm assuming at this point Luna's in the room with you too, Laura, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I kind of assume that she kind of like shadows me.
Yeah, pretty
Almost.
much. I don't remember which token is yours, so she's just like wherever.
Okay,
And Jarl's been counting his arrows this whole time, making sure he's got everyone that, didn't. He also probably would have tossed you one of the I believe Jarl's the one who got the traveler's clothes or something. Essentially a clean shirt.
Yeah.
So you guys are in that room. Is there anything else you guys wanted to discuss?
Since you've been here, sorry about that, but since you have been here, do you know your way around?
I do, right?
You do, but the second you say I do, you guys are interrupted.
Uh-oh.
And all of a sudden, you hear a loud explosion. Jeez. You hear a loud explosive boom from the other, up the hall from you guys.
Do I have any idea what that might be?
Because that's what you were kind of taking care of before the bugbears pulled you in, that there was a group of, Red Brands who were having essentially kind of a raucous poker night, and also seemed to have captured someone else from banditry or whatever. But this is not something you would have expected to hear.
What sort of a boom did it sound like?
All you guys heard
there are
was
different
a
sorts
huge,
of booms.
all you heard was a boom, and you hear like what sounded like things hitting. You guys are in a stone area, so it echoes and it's very loud. Like it is not what you guys expected.
That's not good. I start walking toward down the hall.
Sounds kind of like somebody might be doing our job.
Hope springs eternal.
So, we'll just say sorry if I'm moving some people's things.
You're fine.
Hopefully, everyone should have. So you guys start moving. So there's a door, and it's like kind of like cracked open,
Mm-hmm.
and there's kind of a weird smelling coming from it. Does anyone open the door?
Sure.
Who opens the door?
I can.
Okay.
If that's all right with
Should I
everyone.
fall in behind you?
Yeah, I guess marching order.
I'll take up right behind Beck.
Okay, so I'll reveal this, and then I'm going to explain the scene for you guys. So now Curtis peeking in. This is not what the room looked like a couple hours ago. What you knew the room looked like was, there was a table and they were playing cards and, harping at you to get them drinks and stuff, and there was a few supplies here and there. What you see is utter chaos. It looks like, for those of us, it looks like a bomb went off in there, in the sense that, everything is shattered and blown apart, and there are someone maybe, there's little red spots in different places and whatnot, and it's a nightmare to behold. And in the middle of this room, standing there, is a half-elf, stark naked, covered in blood and gore.
That was not supposed to happen. York rummages around in some of the gore and pushes a stray rooster out of the way and picks up a smooth, curved piece of metal that is
Well, I
not
shudder to think
a
of
weapon.
what was supposed to happen.
No, it's not
Yes,
a-
there's also, roosters, for some reason, going around. Some of them are dead, some are limping around. There's playing cards floating.
I could explain all of this Another time. I am far too tired right now. This was not the night that I was drinking that it was supposed to be, and these bastards tip like shit. They, don't tip very well. You'll have to apologize to me because I am very drunk. No, I'm not. I mean, can you give me a ride? Please.
Yeah.
He does not appear to be wearing anything Red Brand specific, except for he's wearing red in the sense that he's covered in gore.
Yeah.
How about we hook you up with some clothes first?
That would be completely unacceptable because my clothes are...
You know that they're across the hall in some kitchen type deal.
They believe
Workshop.
that they are in the kitchen?
So,
Curtis, you would know he's referring to the kitchen/laboratory.
Okay, I'm not sure I properly understood. Is he, when you say that he's not wearing any Red Brand clothes, is he wearing clothes?
No, he's naked.
Sit down. Come in. Sit down.
I come in.
All of you. Come in. Sit down.
I sit down warily.
Do you want to describe? There's nothing. Everything's been blown apart, so you can pull little pieces of things. It's the floor. Do you want to describe what you look like, York?
Basically halfway between Alan Tudyk and Jake Gyllenhaal, except elvish.
And did you have brown hair as well? Long brown hair?
Kind of light brown hair.
Okay.
all right.
It's a lot neater and prettier than. As a matter of fact, York is actually pretty clean. I don't want to say clean cut, kind of bohemian, except he's covered in gore. So he's not he doesn't look like he's been dirty for a long time. This is a recent development.
And Curtis, you would know that this is the guy that that they dragged in from something. He is not a Red Brand.
Dragged in is such a strong term. We were drinking and there was talk of private show and one thing led to another and... Sit down. I'll tell you the whole story. Actually, I'll tell you another story. I have an extremely good story. It takes about 15 minutes. We have about 15 minutes. Sit down.
Would that happen to count as a short rest? Because I could use a short rest.
Are you guys going to sit down and listen to...
I first take off my Red Brand cloak and I give it to him. like this. This is for you.
Now York's pretty well fit too. I mean, he's not super muscular.
He's still butt naked.
That's all a matter of perception. Now, if you'll sit down for just a minute, and if everyone wants to take a short rest here.
See, there's a difference between lawful sexy and chaotic sexy.
So York has cast Song of Rest.
Okay, and before we rest, I'm using my second wind to regain a hit point, and now I'm ready to rest.
Okay.
This means that everyone who's listening gets an extra 1d6 added in addition to any hit dice that you want to expend right now.
Well, that's tight.
Yeah, if you want to,
do we get our hit dice back?
I got a 2.
No, but you can use hit dice during your short rest, and in this case, he's giving you an extra 1d6 hit dice.
Right, but if we don't have any hit dice, then we cannot use them.
No, well, you can use the one he gave you.
Okay, so just a 1d6.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Long rest is when you get your. Long
it.
rest is when you get your hit dice back.
Okay, so I rolled a d6 and got a 5.
Okay.
Frick. I rolled a d6 and got a 1. Son of a
Okay,
gun.
and there's my 10. Okay.
All right,
Well, that's handy.
Oh, I guess. Well,
Maxed out
y'all's
again.
doing fine, so y'all doesn't need anything. I
During
guess
this time-
technically he could roll a d6.
Oh, nice. I was just going to say that during this time,
Y'all's
York
back at full hit
is-
points.
nice. York is doing some strange manipulations with his hands. You notice that the hand motions he's making are almost as though he's playing a lyre, except that the sounds that are coming out are not lyre sounds. They sound actually like a variety of instruments, including bells and percussion for some reason. But he's moving his hands as though he's playing a lyre. There's no apparently visible strings.
Cool.
Yeah,
It's a false lyre.
his
All liars are
weapon and
false.
oh jeez.
But
His
The sounds you hear, I sent you a link for.
yeah, his weapon's essentially kind of techno-ish. Yeah. Okay, so York, do you have anything else to say?
He does not actually talk too much more about how he got here. He meanders off into some other tale that you probably heard some version of before, but this is kind of a new spin on it, and it's actually highly entertaining. And before you know it, you just feel more revitalized and stuff.
Yay!
cool.
So you guys are feeling a little bit better.
You
And-
said to
and he
have a
does-
drink. Are there any actual drinks around?
There's like anything that was usable in this room has been blown to bits. You take it that
Shame.
because of his inebriation, he had a spell. He might have been trying to show off or do an effect for something, and it went really wrong.
What did you what kind of show were you planning on putting on tonight?
Well, you should have seen it up until now, but like I said, they weren't tipping very well. So, is there anything to drink?
I'm 100% not sure, to be honest.
You know, back that you guys found ale in the cistern room,
Oh, that's true, we did.
but you didn't like crack into anything because you didn't want to wake the sleeping room.
Oh, now they did. So we do actually know where there is quite a bit of rum, but kind
Ale.
of ale, sure. But there might be some more of these gentlemen around. Do you Well, you seem pretty skilled, and I'm looking around the room at all of the corpses, and you seem kind of skilled in maybe dispatching these gentlemen. Would you like to join us for a little trip?
Do you tip well?
Well, you can get some loot if you find it.
Sold. Let me go ahead and put on my knickers. Where did I put my knickers?
You know that they were put in the laboratory / kitchen that you've been calling it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I gesture.
Someone get
I'm
that
guessing
for
it's
me?
behind the door at the north of the room.
yeah.
Someone get that.
We'll find
maybe
them
some
that way.
cheese.
So do you guys go into that room then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe there's
Well,
a pie.
the second door there. I'm going to listen at it first.
Which one? The one going into 11?
Yes.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
Okay. Got a natural 20 for a total of 21.
You don't hear too much. You know that the master was not doing much of anything. But you hear a little bit of scrittering. You know that there might be a rodent problem in this thing, but nothing that was like lethal or anything that was a threat.
Okay, I turn back to the others and say quietly, "Nothing but the rodents. Clear to enter."
Okay.
Do you
Nice.
always talk like that?
And Jackson, I sent you a thing, just so you know.
Yep.
Do you always talk like that?
I warned the others, and this is the lab we're heading into, right?
Yep.
Okay, I warned the others. Past the lab is the wizard's quarters. We're going to want to step carefully and quietly.
So are you guys sneaking into room 11 then?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so everyone roll stealth except for York. You're at disadvantage for being drunk.
So wait, does that mean I can't roll stealth, or does that mean I roll twice?
You roll twice and take the lowest.
I got a 17.
I
Oh boy.
I got a 9 total.
rolled a natural 1.
And
I'm being plenty quiet. You're the one not being quiet.
I
You
rolled
will not
a
be spoken to this way.
20, and not natural 20.
Okay, and y'all rolled a 21. by some weird sheer of something, you guys have not disturbed anything. I need everyone who's going into this room to make a perception check.
Okay.
Except for Curtis.
Oh.
It's fine. I've already told you, Curtis. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 14.
Okay. Laura and actually, Luna's the one that notices it. There's like this little rat just chilling out in this thing. It's kind of skittering around. It's not doing anything. It's just chilling out.
It's a trap.
The room appears to be a wizard's workshop. The rat scurries across the floor and takes refuge under a large work table set up with lembics and retorts, and I can't pronounce most of these words, distillation coils, and other alchemical devices, all of it stewing and bubbling away quietly. Bookshelves are crowded with sheaves of parchment and strange-looking tomes.
Oh, boy. Is this your place, York?
You think I would live here? Really?
Well, frankly, we just met a second ago, and you are a little 3 sheets to the wind, my friend.
My taste is much better, trust me. Drunk or anything else. I mean soda.
Are there any drinks in here?
You know that there's not any drinks in here, like they would be over near where the humans' boarding room would have been. But you know that, this is the place where the Master Wizard has been doing things, and you know that some of this stuff is probably valuable. Like, I mean, you don't really know for sure because magic is not your thing. But, I mean, it's a wizard. Gotta have some, thing. I mean, if you guys are wanting to look for anything, you guys can do an investigation check.
I would love to look for a healing potion.
I got a 12 on my investigation.
Okay.
I have a natural 20 on my investigation.
He's drunk, but he can find stuff. Okay.
I got a 2.
No, you bloody idiot. Over here, look.
If anybody finds a healing potion, please help me. I apparently can't see anything.
Everything's dark.
Laura, like, this just isn't your thing. Like, you're nature, not this weird, alchemical
What is this
crap.
chemical crap?
York, you're going around trying to find something, and you're kind of like taking random bottles up and like going like you're gonna sip them and stuff. And through that, you find 3 small bottles that hold reagents that are kind of rare. So you find one of mercury, one of dragon bile, and another thing that you almost sniffed it in was powdered nightshade. Fortunately, you stop yourself before things go bad. And all of those are worth 25 gold pieces each.
Excellent.
You also do find something that you think is helpful, and you go to take a sip, and nice vintage or whatnot, but it's a potion of healing, but you haven't had it all yet.
Well, that will only take the edge off my buzz. Here, did somebody want to say that they wanted this?
Oh,
It was like a dog.
I could really
Here, Pop. Hey, did you?
Not the wolf. Not the wolf.
Luna's
yeah.
kind of backing up from you, like.
I'll just hold that for you, and I just kind of like gently take it from him.
Kind of tosses it towards you.
Oh.
Are you guys still stealthing?
Yeah.
Of course.
Ish.
Roll stealths again. York, you're still at disadvantage.
Here, wait, real quick, because I want to down this healing potion before anything else happens. What does it do for me? I have no idea.
Potion of healing.
Never had a healing potion.
Potion of healing does 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
2d4 plus 2. Okay.
Yay! You heal 6 points. It tastes a little weird. It didn't taste like the other potions of healing you've had in the past. Did you already drink the one that Unray gave you last time?
Urunway gave me a healing potion?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look at that! Just found a healing potion in my bag. I should probably take that to...
Are you gonna take it?
I should. I'm still down 6 hit points. I'll save it. I'll save it. I mean,
Okay.
There's a potential for more than I need.
Everyone make another perception check.
It's good to pace yourself.
I know I said stealth, but I changed it to do perception.
11.
11.
6.
Doing great.
Fantastic.
York, did you roll perception?
I will roll perception now.
Y'all rolled an 11.
Huh. All
Yeah,
11s and 6s.
Looks good.
You guys don't notice anything. Like, York, you notice that this little, like, rat is kind of, like, sniffing at you, but, you know, nothing else.
I noticed that?
Yeah.
Ugh. I don't much like these animals. They're not good. Ugh. My low. Hold on. Let me just. Can I roll animal handling and see if it's strange in any way for
Do you have animal? I mean, you can roll animal handling.
Laura, you have speak with animals,
I
don't
know,
you?
I'm trying to find my...
I'll roll animal handling just to see what I can figure out about this rodent, and this will be +1 because of my jack of all trades thing.
Oh, snap.
That's 21 actually.
Or is it 20? No, because you rolled a 19.
Right, but it's plus an additional one because jack of all trades.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's a rat. Were you trying to get it to come up in your hands?
No, I just wanted to figure out if I could tell if it was like sick or something because it's trying to, like, how high should I jump up into the air onto the table? From this side?
It's not going to attack you. Like, I mean, it seems pretty attentive for a rat, but like, you can't
Sniffing
tell.
me.
You can't tell if it's like because it's a rat and you know you've had a interesting night or you know.
You know.
That's all you get from it.
We haven't seen any other rats in this whole fortress, in this whole hideout.
York is super cool with this whole situation except for there being a rat. He just gets away from the rat.
The rat like starts moving around and starts sniffing out the rest of you. And Curtis, like you've seen some other rats, and they normally don't, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't feed them.
I observe the rat with caution.
I have like nothing good to roll for it.
You guys don't have to do anything with the rat. Like you guys can go to check out the other room or something. I don't know.
Well, I'm going to, let's see. So we've got the table. Are those shelves along the wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just different books, but you can't read any of them.
Are they in different languages?
Yes.
That I don't speak? So none of them are in common.
Not really. They're mainly I mean, there might be some books that are in languages that you speak, but you don't read them.
Okay. I do read common. It's the only language I read. Let's see. Do I recognize any of the alphabets?
You think you see something dwarven?
Okay. I'll pull it off the shelf. Look at the two half elves and turn to Beck. You wouldn't happen to speak or read Dwarven, would you?
As he goes to ask you that question, Beck, you guys hear like some like, it sounds like stumbling or like a drawer slamming shut or something in the other room.
How much does the book weigh?
Would say half a pound.
Okay. I'll stow it in my backpack real quick.
It's a big book.
Yep, and I'll get my sword and shield out.
Okay.
Turn my attention toward the source of the sound.
Are there other books that are of similar size?
There's a couple different books. Like, you guys could, probably grab stuff and check out what you have later if you wanted.
Can York...
Or you can look at them now.
Can York just pick up a book of similar size and attempts to throw it at the rat?
Yeah, go ahead. Make let's just say make a strength check, I guess.
Okay.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 14.
Okay, that hits.
Yay.
Roll 1d6.
Disgusting things.
Shh, bro. You just heard a noise in the other room.
So you hear the slamming shut in the room, and York says his thing and throws this book, and it lands on the rat, and you hear, and nothing else.
Okay. I'm going to march over to the door and prepare myself for the possibility of striking anything that comes through.
Okay.
I never moved my character up here.
Oh, is my stuff in this room?
Yeah, you've got your stuff on through this whole thing. You found your stuff. You're all set back up.
Works for me.
I mean, you're still kind of covered in gore and will probably want to take a bath later, but you figure your connections in Wallington will help you out with that.
I don't need to roleplay buckling up. I'm good.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Well, do you have any idea who's in here, Curtis?
I'm, for the DM, most likely the wizard, right?
Yep, you know that this was the wizard's, the master's quarters.
Okay, did I hear his voice through the door?
Nope. All you
Nope.
know is that this is his room, and that you have occasionally brought him stuff in there, but, like, you haven't been allowed to be in the room for very much. Essentially, you come in, you drop stuff off at his desk, and then you leave.
Those are the quarters of the wizard Glassjaw. I would expect that he's the one in there, because no one else would have a reason to be in there.
Did you say Glassjaw?
Glass stuff.
Glass shark.
Glass staff, but
Glass shark
that's
won't
what we
get
call
you,
him to
fat
his
kid.
face. Has another, more accurate name.
I love the back kid.
Is it okay if I roll a history check to determine how well I might know the history of Glassjaw?
You can roll a history for Glass, Josh, sure.
Okay, I rolled the natural 20.
You know that there's no one called Glassjaw.
I just explained this. If people had been listening, they would have heard that the name of the actual name of the wizard, which those who serve him call to his face, is Glass Staff. But there is another more accurate name that we have for him as well.
Ah.
I heard you, but I had already rolled, so I couldn't let it be tainted by the knowledge.
There we go.
You know that you heard the other York. You know that they called him Glassjaw too. For insert reasons here.
Sure.
But
Sounds promising for us.
Because he's a wussy wizard, that's why.
Okay, what are you guys doing? You haven't heard any other noise since the slamming of a like a drawer or something, and that's all you've heard.
Okay.
So is he a good guy or a bad guy?
He's a bad guy.
All right.
Sometimes moral questions are not so clear-cut. This is not one of those times. So what's the plan? On 3, we bomb rush him?
Hey, I'm down for it. We could always try knocking. It seems to work.
I look at the other 3 in the party. York, Jal, and Laura.
I only have one question. Does he have a bounty? And if so, is there any difference between the bounty if he's dead or alive?
Yeah, we don't know of any bounty.
Jal goes, does it really matter? As he sits there holding up his arrow trained on the door. Let's just do something, guys.
Matters if we're going to be richer or poorer.
The
Very well.
town seems pretty ambivalent to the Red Brands.
Just so.
Well, 1, 2, 3. And I charge through the door.
Okay. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh no.
4.
A 21 total.
York, you're just like, I mean, you still,
Or just space out.
yeah. Kind of like, you're like, what are you counting? Oh, that sounds
3,
like a beat
York.
to a song.
I'm tuning my device.
3 shall be the number of the counting.
And the number of the counting shall be 3.
Okay.
I got 3.
Okay.
So Beck
you guys-
rushes into the room and no one else, for whatever reason, makes it through too.
You guys all rush in, and there's no one there.
What about that guy?
The walls of this bedchamber are covered with drapes of scarlet cloth. The furnishings include a small writing desk with matching chair, a comfortable-looking bed, and a wooden chest at the foot of the bed. The chest is open and seems to have been rummaged through.
Okay. I will rip down the curtains.
You don't find anything. It's just a stone wall.
Okay.
Can I rummage through the chest? See if there's anything left.
You can rummage through the chest.
I do that.
You find 180 silver piece.
Ooh.
Oh
man, we lost our banker.
130 gold piece. Another pouch that contains 50 gold piece. 2 paradots, so 2 gems that are worth 15 gold pieces each. And 1 pearl that is worth 100 gold pieces.
One pearl, you said?
Yeah, why don't you guys make a perception check?
How much did you say the pearl was worth again?
100 gold piece.
I got a 15.
Okay.
I got a 16.
Okay.
I got a 17.
I got a natural 20.
Ooh, and Jal got a 7. You guys look around, and Beck, you notice, you notice that there's a secret door.
Guys.
While he's doing that, I stomp the chair.
You stomp that chair.
I
a
stab the
strength
bed.
check. What was it? York, you notice that there's something on the desk.
What's this? Look at it closer.
You notice a piece of parchment. And I'm going to make this...
Enhance.
Okay, so you should be able to check in your handouts, York, the parchment you found.
My Lord Albrecht, spies tell me that strangers are due to arrive in Wallington. They could be working for the dwarves or the Hand. I would prefer you capture them alive, killing them only if necessary. Do not want them to upset our plans. If they have any dwarven maps in their possession, please deliver them to me with haste. Iarno, do not disappoint me again. And drawing black spider with 4 red dots. You wouldn't have any dwarven maps, would you? It looks like someone's paying quite handsomely for them. Don't dwarven maps,
don't.
anyone?
I don't.
No.
I do not.
Anyone working for the dwarves?
Is that written in common?
Well, we kind of are working for some dwarves. They're
It
sent,
is written in common.
They're sent
Okay.
here by Gundren Rockseeker.
Appears that Lord Albrecht was tasked with stopping you.
Who's Lord Albrecht? Do we know that name?
Good question,
Roll a, I had this thing figured out for you guys. Askrit, whatever. The name sounds familiar, and you're not entirely sure why it sounds familiar, but you know that it has something to do with Sildar. You feel like you heard Sildar say something, but you're not entirely sure.
That feels exactly like I actually feel in real life.
And back, like, from you noticing that secret door, you take it that that Glassstaff got whiff of you guys and is cut down.
Okay.
Or cut, has fled the scene.
Okay. Okay.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to hesitate. I'm going to walk through that secret door.
Okay. You find a stairwell that you wouldn't recognize this because you haven't been it. You find yourself in a stairwell, and you see another door at the top.
Okay. I'll walk through and walk up and go through that.
And you recognize that you're in the supply room.
Okay. Any signs of recent activity?
I have a quick question. Since you just entered the supply room, does that mean he gets his supplies round?
Womp womp. So glad. Curtis, you hear a voice in your head.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it is.
Do I know what it is?
You know that it's the creature that they've had you feed occasionally.
Oh, yeah. What's it say?
It says, looking for something.
Someone, I think.
I believe he is no longer here. Are you going to feed me from now on?
Maybe. I mean, I'll see what I can do.
I take it everyone has, come in now at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
Which way did he go?
I don't know. He fled out. I didn't see him. I heard him. I saw his thoughts. He's worried. He's concerned. He's failed again.
Well, he should be worried. Where is he going?
Oh, many thoughts passed his mind. There's the Goblin Castle. I saw that mostly. It seemed to be the same place your, not yours, but the other companions were going.
Are you sure he wasn't going to the pub? Absolutely sure. Could have been the pub. Possibly the pub.
You smell delicious.
I get that all the time.
At that, I'm going to walk back into the room with the meaty bits and acquire some.
We still have 2 bugbears, too, that we could get.
Deliver the meaty bits to the Nathik.
You see it's the same thing. This awful looking creature comes down and it just comes in. And instead of pulling it up and eating it, which is what back in the Laura you guys had seen before, it actually kind of just throws it back down into the ravine. And you take it this is probably where it keeps things. Curtis, you've seen it do this before.
Mm-hmm.
You know that something's up with the ravine, that it's a place to keep its goods when it's not hungry. Which you see in that room, you see an arm just laying on the floor, appearing to have marks of one of the red brands.
I've seen worse in the Colosseum.
You guys still have all your weapons that are in the ravine room too, but you take it that you guys have explored what you could, and unfortunately, Glassjaw was able to make it out.
Okay.
I turn to the others. Did you leave any red brands alive? Have you cleared it out?
We did. Our compatriots took one with them.
Well, lucky for him.
Yeah. Lucky for him. But I mean, we've been through a couple of these rooms. There's a couple. We have some weapons. We stored them down in the ravine that we took out of the inventory room. That we could take back to town and sell for some loot. But man, you guys have been really helpful. Would you like to help us find this glass jaw?
Hey, sure. I've never owned things before, and I must say owning things suits me very well. I'm eager to do more of it.
And we can split up some of this loot that we found as well, and there's more to be had.
I turn to the Nothic and say, speaking of loot, you're welcome to take your share as well, namely the bodies that we have left scattered throughout the Red Brand Hideout. It doesn't sound like any of them will give you any trouble if you decide to help yourself.
Fair enough. York, you know that you're kind of late for an appointment.
Oh, the thing, right. Can anyone give me a ride?
You can come back to town with us, sure.
That's where you need to go.
I need to go back into town if anyone can just give me a ride.
We don't have a ride per se here. We do have a wagon back in
Call
town.
an Uber or something. It's a long way to town.
It's
not too far. It's not too far from here. I think.
It's a long, long way to town. Maybe we could just wait here for a carriage or something.
You
good.
get that
We can
York
do
was
that.
probably picked up somewhere not in Wellington.
All right, so I just start roll my eyes and start walking toward the entrance.
Wait, you're not gonna leave me with that thing? No,
Come
of course.
on.
I'll just. Well, good day.
So do you all make your way out?
Yep.
Excellent. So you guys all
You could
start
say we're
heading-
making our way downtown,
making
walking
your way
fast.
downtown. On that note, as you guys start making your way back to Wellington, we will call that for this particular session. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Awful Good. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Awful Good Crew. And please subscribe to our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also watch our show on YouTube, and you can also find out more information on our website at awfulgoodcrew.com. You can find me at 6 Color Stories on Twitter and Instagram with the numeral 6. Mary, where can we find you?
I'm on Instagram at the Mary Russell.
Awesome. Rob, where can we find you?
Well, I've gone off the grid, and with a little luck, I will never be found. But Rob, I inflicted York on you.
And Jackson, where can we find you?
Okay, I have a blog that I update every weekday where I eat chocolate, read the Bible, and type up a thing about it. You can find that at chocolatebook.net. And I'm also on Twitter. Is it Jackson Farrell?
I think so.
I should know this. Yeah, Jackson Farrell. But chocolatebook.net, that's the important part.
And Brian, where can we find you?
I'm Brian. Yeah, we already know that. You can find me on Twitter or anywhere the social medias are social at @TheUnderfold.
Excellent. Thank you so much, guys, for coming out. We had a blast, and happy gaming.